I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than being in your 30s and working a dead-end job and just feeling that you messed up. So much so, someone's even donated $500. Okay, Tina Leder, shout out to Tina Leder, to this absolutely amazing, but this video is about to be deep.
I really didn't feel like recording today, man, but I should have got that on camera. That would have been pretty freaking nice. Oh, dude, what a loser. Oh, it's so crazy picking up beer spills, too.
Yeah, but the good thing about life is, no matter how down bad you are, you can always come up, because once you're down, the only way is up. The only way. And you can't lose, especially when you start with nothing. How can I lose when I just start with nothing?
Oh, there goes my freaking sock! Bro, I'm over today, man. I'm not having the best time. Oh. I don't know. I'm done with this right now. I'm so stupid. I don't
And
know.
look, I don't know if he's saying it for visual purposes or whatever it is. Never talk bad on yourself. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. You're only confirming that. And familiar spirits, they hear these things and they act upon it. So be careful how you talk about yourself. You know, don't pretend no one's listening, because there's somebody down the line who you don't want to access all of those words all of those negative words you're using upon yourself. If you get what I mean, let me know in the comment section.
All right. Bro, I'm just making a big mess. I don't even know. I'm just making an even bigger mess, dude, at this point. I don't know. I need to go home. Yeah,
by the way, that someone was the devil.
So pissed, dude.
In case
I
you
broke
didn't
all
realize.
these beers. Look at this. These are all my beers, besides the Modelo pack. She's gonna absolutely rip my shit apart tomorrow. I hope she doesn't, because she doesn't normally. But that's a lot of beer that I wasted. I don't know. I'm not having a good day. I got a lot of bad news yesterday, which I'll tell you guys about. Well, I'll just tell you about it right now. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. My mom, dude, yesterday, she's at risk of losing her job and got fired. And so it's pretty stressful, because she could lose her whole retirement where she's been there for 25 years. And like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know what to think about it. I can't talk about her job or anything, because she does something that can't be on YouTube. But I don't know. There's a lot of stressful things happening right now. But I appreciate all you guys. This might be incredibly stupid, but this floor is just really sticky, and I don't know how to get the beer smell out of here, so we're just gonna douse it with bleach, kind of. I know that just stained the shit out of my shoes.
I was gonna say,
man. It's all good. These are work shoes, steel toes. This has just been one of these days where everything that could go wrong does go wrong. The bleach finally fixed it, man, but I don't feel like recording in here today. People are just being, it's very slow. People are rude. I don't know. It's one of those days. I washed my jacket this morning, so
well, let's skip this. Boom.
I had to borrow this like ghetto jacket that I don't like. I don't know. I'm in a bad mood right now, man. But people did want me to, I got a donation which said, hey bro, can you talk about like your life and how you got to this point, basically, so I don't have to binge your 1,500 videos. And yeah, we'll talk about that, man. We'll do a little walkthrough down memory lane.
So I'm confused. Is he not making money from YouTube? Because he's got 30,000 subscribers, as you guys can see, right there. Okay. So he should be monetized.
What is tonight? Wednesday. Oh, give me a Powerball and Cinco Lotto. Is it too late?
What time is it? Powerball 7?
Nope. Around here still.
I've seen videos of that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? No?
It is.
All right, bro. I'll see you later.
Good at you. Good guy. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too, man.
That was a
People
good
are finally
guy.
starting to be a little bit nicer. I don't know what happened earlier. Everybody's all pissed off. All right, guys, I'm back home. That was a hell of a day. I'm gonna get ready right now to clean my guinea pig's cage, and I just like to give them like a couple treats during, because they get kind of crazy, and they really don't like their cage being cleaned. They have like some sort of PTSD. So the key is Gotta give him a nice carrot. You guys are big stars, bro. We're gonna get the guinea pig mansion. Hey, you took a big piece. Come on, Lunar. Whoops. Take a couple bites. Mm-hmm. Yum yums. You pigs are pretty cool, man. You guys honestly do deserve a guinea pig mansion. So I want it to be like this height, like 1 floor, and then 2 floors. You guys donated a couple $100 for these guys, so I'm gonna get them like at least like a $300 cage. They're not gonna know what to do with this amount of space. This is so funny, dude. I don't know. I can literally just stay here and just watch them eat. Oh, why did you guys stop at the same
When
time?
it stopped,
Not bad.
yeah, innit?
All right, I'll stop filming. Also, I
It was
just
like
had
a
to
glitch
give
in
a
the
really
Matrix.
big thank you to all the people who have been donating through Super Chat. I can't even believe it, man. This is just like some sort of miracle. You guys are all freaking awesome. I'm gonna throw everybody who's donated from the last video into this one right now. So if you donated either like today like the 22nd or later, it'll be in the next video and I'll shout you guys out. This one had so many people that I'm just gonna roll their names at the bottom. Thank you guys. And I'm still working on how I'm like shouting out all the super chats during the video. But thank you everybody so much for donating. You guys are single-handedly gonna lift me up out of poverty. All the money is going to my emergency fund, giving some to my grandma, and giving the guinea pigs the guinea pig mansion. And I keep getting the same comment over and over. Hey bro, why are you in this situation? Why are you 30 years old working at 7-Eleven? What happened in your life that's so horrible? What happened to you? And honestly, man, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. I just finally kind of woke up at like last year. Because when I was 20, 21, it was cool. I was working at 7-Eleven. But I ended up going to Starbucks. I was on this really good track. I was going to COD. I was killing my classes, right? And growing up, I had my uncle who I lived with, who's dead now, so I can talk about this story. This guy was like a severe alcoholic, right? And when I mean severe alcoholic, he would wake up, pour some Grey Goose into his coffee, and then go to work. Now, normally...
Wait, pour some Grey Goose into his coffee. Let that sink in. No pun intended.
This would be kind of normal, right? Maybe that's my worldview, but I know tons of people who like drink at work. I'm not saying that's a good thing. Obviously, it's really stupid, and driving drunk is horrible. But that's what he would do. And the thing is, I can say this now because he's dead, and there's no risk of anything. But he used to drive the local bus as a bus driver. Raging alcoholic, right? He would wake up like shaking. Like I remember there's videos on my channel that I've made like outside waiting for him, like with my mom taking him to like detox centers and shit. But this guy was a major alcoholic. And so we started hanging out a lot because I grew up with him. And every time we'd be on the road, he'd be like, come on, Ian, let's drink, let's take a shot. And we'd do it. And we would just hang out, we'd drink. And I was a minor at this time. I was underage. And it kind of always was with me, like alcohol is like this great thing, like you can do it socially and it's just fantastic, right? Like it makes everything better. And I'm like, even when you're just doing things everyday life, it's so much better. So as time went on, I was working at Starbucks and I would drink like a lot, but never at work, right? Like I had lines, I wouldn't cross them. I would later, but not at this time. And COVID hit, man. And I remember Gavin Newsom here in California was like, we're locking down. Everything's closed down immediately. I jetted to the liquor store, dude. I remember being in my car, seeing the alert, already kind of drinking, and I'm like, let's go. And I just went, I spent all the money I had, which was like $200. I bought like 3 packs of Newport menthols and all the Jack Daniels I could buy. And we went into lockdown, and it was great because then Starbucks, I didn't need to work. They paid me to stay home. So big up Starbucks for that. And so my whole thing was, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to like drink this whole month. And so I was just drinking.
Oh my days. So he drank his wealth He drank his money, basically. Yeah, literally, he drank his money, essentially.
I would wake up and just drink, like no water, no food, just alcohol.
So he was an alcoholic.
I didn't know anything at the time. Like, I'm not the brightest bulb, you know, and I never put these things together. I know about it now. I know
Let's skip this. Boom.
what alcohol withdrawal is now, right? But at the time, I had no idea. So I finally go back to work, and we have this meeting, and all my friends are there from work, and we're sitting, and I'm getting like super anxious because I'm not drinking at the time, and we're just talking about COVID, and like I start getting like real jittery, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go outside and take a shot in the car because I always had alcohol on me, and then I felt normal again. And then when we finally got back to work, I started working in my shifts, and like I would have problems standing. Like I would get so dizzy, I would like lose consciousness for a second where I'd be like, oh shit, and then be like grounded again. And I was like, I only know one thing that can fix this, right?
Alcohol.
Jetted up to my car, hey man, I'm gonna take a 10, I need to take a 10, I gotta call somebody real quick, I gotta go make a phone call. All right, bro, go ahead. Go out to the car, take a shot, have a cigarette, relax, right? And it got to the point to where I was ready. I saved up a lot of money during COVID. I was ready to buy a van. I was gonna start van life, and I did. I bought a van. It's on the channel. It turned in like to like the drinking mobile, right? Like I just had that thing stocked up. I wasn't drinking and driving like that.
Goodness me,
But I
like
would just
that.
stay in there, and I could drink wherever. You could park, and you could drink, and you could sleep, and you could wake up, and slowly but surely, my life became like miserable, right? Like everything messed up. I have the video of me walking out of Starbucks. I'm loaded in the video. Actually, I'll roll the clip.
Loaded.
In that video, I'm fucking hammered, right?
Oh, okay.
And it didn't seem like it. But my routine was, I would wake up early before work. I would go to 7-Eleven, buy a 12-pack of White Claws, put it in the ice in the van, have 3.
By the way, I hope, you know, I don't need to explain or clarify this, but this is an example of what you shouldn't do. If you want to destroy your life, then obviously do all of this. And I'm not saying that he's saying do this, but this is a perfect example of what you shouldn't do, because short term, you know, it's short term wise, it's very satisfying, instant gratification, blah blah blah, but long term it messes you up so bad. He's lucky to come out of this. Most people don't even have the skills it takes to talk to a camera. So if he didn't have YouTube right now, he'll be finished. He will be finished, man. I'm telling you right now, he'll be done. So, you know, he's in a very unique position, whether he realizes or not. I'm sure he does, because he seems very genuine. But guys, stay far away from alcohol, cigarettes, and all of this, because it's going to drain your pockets and your health.
Before work, put 3 in my hydro flask, have 3 during, have another one on my 10, have 2 more, and by the time I got out of work, I'd be done with the White Claws. But I wouldn't be drunk, I wouldn't be sloshed, right? I'd just be existing, because I wouldn't really get drunk anymore. And this turned into a major problem for me, because when I would try to stop, I couldn't stop. So it was this endless cycle of like, why am I like twitching? Why am I like sleeping? There's a video on my channel that's like alcohol withdrawals or whatever, and it's like 100,000 views. And I just couldn't understand. I didn't know what to think, right? And I didn't have any support system. My uncle died in 2020 that year, and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to ask about it. Everything was closed. It was COVID. So it just got worse. And I quit my job at Starbucks. Then I went to Target, and I started drinking there, and Walgreens, and I was drinking there, and I'm like, you know what, dude, this is enough. I went to another 7-Eleven, and I started drinking there. Everything was going bad. I was broke at one time. I remember I had no money, dude. I started like taking shots of like all the Listerine that I had. Like that's how addicted I was. I drank any vanilla extract. I drank anything I could get my hands on, right? Because that's just what it was. I just needed to feel normal. And I had no money. I was broke. I'm not a thief. I'm not going to steal anything. I'd rather die than like go to jail, you know? So I'm not doing anything illegal. But I just needed to fix this urge. And finally, I had enough, man. I went to the hospital, and I finally figured out you can go to the hospital and you can get these things called benzos. And they get rid of the withdrawal like completely. And I would do it, and I'd be like, all right, but I still want to drink. So I would go drink the next week, Now I'm back to where I started and I'd have to go back to the hospital. Finally, the doctor's like, look, dude, you're not learning, you're not getting it. This is the last time I'm doing this. And I was like, all right, man, that's it. Like, I'm done. That was like a couple years ago. And I've drank since now, but now I'm in control. Like, now I can kick it. I have like a few beers and I'm fine. I've learned now what caused my addiction, how I fixed it, and things that I would never do again, right? Like,
That's this probably the part that I don't really agree with him on this part, because it's like playing with fire. It's like fire's burnt you before, so what you do now is like you kind of play with fire every now and then. It's ideal and best to just stay away from it, especially now that he seems like he's got the ability, some of the control, to just stay away from alcohol and just say, okay, from today onwards, I am an individual who chooses to just stay away from alcohol just in case. Just in case life happens again, I go through an obstacle. I don't want it to be... Look, you need to build your environment and set things up in a way that is easy for you to stay on track of your diet. For example, if you're trying to put on muscle, to stay away from bad food or whatever it is, because you know if you eat junk, then fat will start to accumulate above the muscle right now. You can see the definition of the muscle right now because the skin is super thin. But the more and more fat, it just looks chubby, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. So I'm going to make sure my environment is super easy. It's set up in a way where it makes it very easy for me to stay fit. Yeah, I've already won. If you do that, you've won. So you might as well delete these things out of the way. Just remove them out of the way, because you just never know. You never know. You should be afraid, not when you're strong, but you should be afraid when you're weak. Are you going to give in to a certain temptation just because it's there? So that's the wisdom I'll say. But by the way, smash the like button, because this is a really good video. It's a genuine video. I like the videos like this.
There's not a part of me now that says, after a night of drinking, I wake up and like, let's go have beer. Like, that's just not who I am anymore. And it took a lot, man, because I remember looking at myself and being like, bro, this is what you're going to be. You're going to be a homeless, degenerate guy on the street, opening up doors for people, asking for money just so you can drink and just die with, like, doing nothing. And so I had a conversation with my friend Robert, and the other day he was talking about, like, trauma and, like, that's why you work so hard, because you have this trauma. And it's like, no offense to anybody who has trauma. That's not what I'm talking about right now. This was a conversation I had with myself back in 2022. And I was like, you just got to get it together, because you need to work hard. I've always had a hard work ethic. I don't know where that's from. I'm very lazy, but I love to work hard. And I just needed to fix it for myself, because I was going to die. And I've been on YouTube now for 15 years, man.
15?
Maybe 15? Yeah, 15 years, 2012, that's 15. And it took me 15 years, and now I finally got this viral video. I still don't believe it. And it's like, who would have known that working at 7-Eleven would have been the key to, like, my content blowing up? Because I've tried a lot of different things. And honestly,
wow.
I was in car camping, and I loved it, but it died out. Now, working at 7-Eleven, I've always enjoyed it. I don't know why, I just do. And I'm having a lot of fun making the...
After this video, because not done yet, we'll check out the video that he's talking about that blew up.
So that's how I ended up in this predicament. I was in COD for, like, I've been in community college now since 2012, so that's 14 years? 13 years. 13 years I've been in community college. And that might be the title of this video. And that's what it is, man. That's the story. That's why. And now I'm getting my life together at 30 years old. But you know what? I'm not crying about it, right? I'm not doing that. It's just, sometimes it happens, man. So if you feel like you're a failure and a loser, you might be. Because, like, that's just how life happens sometimes, man. And a lot of the time I feel like a loser and a failure. And it's good motivation to not do that and to not want to be that, because it's a horrible feeling having no money in the world and having to go to a job you hate and just it's all bad, man. Like, that was despair for me because I just hated every second of every day. But I know that's not what I want to have, you know? So there's some of the story. I just thought I would drop that on you guys because I kept getting...
All right, let's see the comment section. So we already saw the 500 donation. He's very blessed to have generous people like Tina. So shout out to you, Tina, once more. You're working. Let's see. You're working. I'm almost 30. At my mom's being an alcoholic. Today is my first meeting to becoming. Okay, cool. Let's see the video anyways. The video that blew up that he said. Oh, wow. Yes. This is the video that blew up. Goodness me. I'm 30 years old making... So, oof. Yes, several videos that blew up. This is insane. Why am I 30 years old working a dead-end retail job? So... Oh wow, he has been on YouTube for a long time. Let's see the oldest video. 12 years ago, Minecraft. So he's recently just been, I guess, successful or making money or whatever it is. Yeah, wow. So this is the video that we just watched, right? This is insane. It goes to show you hard work. If you don't give up, what could happen, right? I mean, imagine if he gave up. Don't forget, he's posted 1.2k videos. You see that at the top right there. 1.2k videos posted. That's the video we just watched. The video with that going viral on YouTube, working. And then this is the first video. I'm 30 years old, making $20 an hour. Working retail at 7-Eleven. So that's for the hamster. That's the one he was talking about there. Yeah, these videos just took off, man. I pray that 7-Eleven doesn't find these videos and then for some weird reason, you know how these companies can be. We don't really want you filming. And he ends up having to quit or something, you know. Going viral. Let's see what this video. All right, let's skip.
Tequila. Do you like this? Herradura? What does that mean, Herradura?
Herradura, the shape that it has there.
Horseshoe. Now this is gangster, bro. Imagine if you pull up to the party with this. And I'm gonna show you guys here. Oh, baby. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. And we got 5 Tito's. Now I work in a 7-Eleven. It's a very busy spot. So every week we probably get about 5 times 12. Let me do the math. That's like 400 bottles. That is a ton of bottles of little Tito's, man. It's only annoying because I don't like putting them up because I feel like I'm pretty klutzy. I don't want to drop them. What's up, man? What's up, buddy? How do you agree? We do have Zins, man. The only ones we have, though, are the originals and the smooth 3-6 milligrams.
It's crazy because these are just genuine videos.
6, please.
The reason why videos like this get so much views as well is because it's almost like an adventure. So you don't really know, like, you know, like we didn't know what's going to happen next, what's going to take place next because it's in real time. And now we're seeing him with his grandma. So you're kind of curious as to what she's saying, what's happening back at work and so forth and so forth. So for the sake of, well, first of all, if you watched it up until this point, make sure you like this video, share it. And then in the comment section down below, I want you to comment, Granny put the kettle on. Granny put the kettle on. It will let me know you watched the video up until this point. I'm saying that because his grandma is right there. Okay. But yeah, for the sake of not making the video too long, we'll keep it as that. Okay. So subscribe, do all of that stuff. And I will catch you guys on the next video. The last thing that I want to say is nobody's coming to save you. Even this young man right here is doing something. Something is always better than nothing. You know, most of you guys, you do nothing and then complain as to why nothing's happening.